Is this actually the worst EV on the market today? We're going to find out in today's video. I'll include a link to the Nate Wade Subaru's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Solterra. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. We have a 72.8 kilowatt hour battery pack, a dual electric motor setup producing 215 horsepower and then 249 pound-feet of torque. This has a driving range of 222 miles. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. I think it's pretty cool. You have that blacked out element at the top of the hood, but then the rest of it bright red, of course. I think they actually did a really good job with the headlight design. Looks really sharp, and this does come with fog lights as well. Now, although the plastic cladding in the front end does make it look a little bit funky, it works for an electric car, I think. Our tire wheel setup is 235 by 50 by 20. The wheels are completely blacked out. Again, you've got that massive cladding with the EV badge here on the side. More cladding down below, and then we've got blacked out mirror caps, and then the roof's been blacked out too. So you've got this cool two-tone design with the Solterra. This leads us to the key fob, which has the lock and unlock function. We've got the opening for the hatch, and then that's the remote start function, Subaru logo at the bottom. Cargo cover built in from the factory, and the overall cargo space back here is really solid. And although it's not perfectly flat to the seat, you can fold down the seats for even more space. When you're all done, just press that and that will lower the hatch right back down. Pretty interesting taillight design here in the back, and then you've got your Solterra Touring EV badge. Man, that spoiler at the top and the back is funky looking, but overall, again, this makes sense for an EV. Keyless entry, let's pop in. They've got nice soft touch trim on the door panel, and then we do have some piano black trim. Fancier seats with this, nice stitching on the sides. Legroom back here is good. We also have some USB ports, heated seats, and vents in the rear. And then headroom back here, it's not massive, but I do fit pretty well. Let's now pop up front. More nice soft touch trim all over the front door panel. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. The mirrors also power fold in, and we've got memory seat function. More soft touch trim here on the front seats, power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. Got a little button to open up the rear hatch, and then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Start it up. Very interesting design with the squared off steering wheel. We've got practical controls like adaptive cruise control with our lane centering on the right side, and the other side we've got controls for the center stack, voice command, volume controls, and you get little paddle shifters in the back too. Now with the digital gauge cluster, it's so far up here that it almost is kind of like a combination of digital gauge cluster heads-up display, or like that's what they were going for with the design. This does come with a really nice 360 camera system, good resolution. And yeah, this infotainment system is straight out of a Toyota because this is a sibling vehicle with the BZ4X. So quick response time, shortcut bar on the side. At the bottom, we've got controls for the heated and ventilated seats. We also have dual zone climate. You got little volume controls there too. Physical buttons for the one pedal drive, also your parking brake and auto hold. Got this kind of funky dial shifter setup. And on the right side, you've got your drive mode select, X mode as well, because it is a Subaru, right? And then camera button, parking assist, stability control. Now underneath the whole center console area, you have even more storage space. And then we have very shiny trim here, but wireless phone charging pad inside, and I guess you can see your phone through it. Got some cup holders there, center console with quite a bit of storage, and then there's nice soft touch trim on the top. Interesting they did cloth there, but guess what? Camera, rear view mirror, and then we have a center up front, and we've got another one for the rear passengers. So 2025 Solterra, this is an Onyx version. 48,741 is total MSRP. See how it performs. Well, the Toyota-Ru Subayoda. I like Toyota-Ru better. I think Toyota-Ru makes more sense. Why are you beeping at me? I have my seatbelt on. My backpack sure is not heavy enough to necessitate a seatbelt. Does it just do this because I'm in reverse? Why? That is so stupid. That is so stupid. Get rid of that, Subaru. Get rid of that. I do like the paddle that you can use that to increase or decrease the regen. A little bit more customizable rather than just on-off switch with the regen system like a lot of cars will offer. Now this using Toyota tech means we've got a really nice camera system. Really, really nice. Resolution's great. Toyota just does a lot of stuff well. Smooth acceleration so far. I mean, we'll see how things kind of go. It's comfortable. I mean, in terms of the drive, this thing drives pretty darn well. I mean, it's comfortable, it's quiet, seats are nice. Got cooled seat function on a pretty toasty day today. I think it's going pretty well so far. One thing I will complain about is this. I mean, they have the same problem in the Prius too, that Twitter uses the same kind of cluster setup where you have to have the steering wheel down really low because the cluster's in such a place that if you have the steering wheel in the normal location, you won't be able to see the whole cluster. So it's kind of an interesting setup trying to be able to see the gauge cluster itself. Feels pretty darn quick. It's obviously not going to have a strong top end because it doesn't have a lot of horsepower. But this is the thing about EVs is if you're just doing it, driving it around town, you don't need a crazy amount of horsepower for around town use. Because 200 horsepower with this feels quite a bit stronger than 200 horsepower in an economy car because you get all of the power at once. It's pretty darn quick. When you have the one pedal on, it's a true one pedal drive where you're not kind of like, oh, I guess I have to kind of slowly come up to this and start braking this. And no, you could like, I haven't used the brakes once, so you can do one pedal, other than emergency situations, as always, of course. One thing about EVs that's nice is how smooth the acceleration is. So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. $50,000 for a car that has barely over 200 miles of range. That's a problem. That is really the only like negative about this car. Like everything else, like I think the styling's fine. I think the interior layout makes sense. It's got good space. It drives really well. Like everything about this car is rock solid. It just has horrible range. And I just don't know why, like they went, it's like the range thing. It's like they went so wrong with that. Oh, wow. 3 people. Welcome to Salt Lake, folks. 3 people. That's craziness. Yeah, but if you just take away, if you imagine this car but with 350 miles of range, it's perfect, right? Like I think everyone at that point would say like, oh yeah, that's a fantastic EV, super well balanced, like makes all the sense in the world. And so that's really what it comes down to, is they just need to either put a bigger battery under the hood or figure out something to increase the driving range on it. And that would also help out. I mean, EVs in general don't have great resale value, but if this had more range, that would also help out the resale value part of things. Or at least I think it would help out with the resale value part of things on this. So if you're gonna get one of these, either buy one pre-owned or lease it. That's my advice. So that with the and that's just EVs. Like anyone, if anyone wanted to get a new EV, I would tell them to look into it. At least look into a lease, just because of the depreciation. That is so annoying. Why are you beeping at me when I'm in reverse? I think it's because it's letting me know that I'm in reverse, but it's like I'm the one who clicked the shifter. Like I think I know what I'm doing sometimes, but no, apparently Subaru thinks that I'm a moron. But you know what, they're not too far off. Let me know your thoughts.